Hey everyone, Hunter back again. Gonna do a little video here today on a product called the etchmate from Mission Models. This is what they call a photo etch bender or a photo etch tool. Very handy piece to have for anybody that's looking to get into doing a lot of photo etch on their builds. This is a tool that you don't have to have it, but it makes things a lot easier, especially for very small pieces of photo etch. But what comes in the kit is the green part here, and it has a center thumb screw in it. It has 2 thumb screws on the side to tighten things down. I'll turn it around here where you can see it. It has several different little fingers of different widths, and that's for different size parts. And you can also take the thumb screws off of the side, and you can take the thumb screw out of the center, and this piece will come off. Then you can turn it around and put the tool back together, and when you do that, now you have a very long side. Say you have something that's almost the length of this of the tool, you can bend it on a solid piece right here. So it's very handy for that. But to show you how it works, I'm going to bend just something simple here. This is actually a step out of that I had left over from my photo etch set that I used on my GMC Astro day cab that I just finished. Let me get it back together here. And before we get into bending anything, the other parts that do come with this is these little orange wedges here, and I think you get 3 of them. I don't use these a lot. They do work, but they tend to flex and they tend to chip, just like this one here. You can see the corner chipped off of it. So what I like to use is just a regular straight edge razor blade. Works very well. Now on the tool, I'm going to turn it here to the side where you can see it. There is a groove down through here, and basically all you're going to do with this tool is you will take your photo etch part that you want to bend, and in this case we're starting out with this flat brass step piece here, and what we're going to do is we're going to flip that upside down, and I'm going to come into one of my wider things here. And there is a set of bend lines on the back of this to tell you where to go as far as how deep to put it into the little finger there to bend it. And you just get it set. Now you want to, spend a little bit of time and make sure that everything's in there straight and nice and square, because a lot of times on some of this photo etch, once you bend it, if you make a mistake and try to bend it back out and then bend it again, it will snap. It depends on how thick it is. It depends on what it's made out of. Alright, so I have that in the tool and locked down. So now I'm just going to take my single edge razor blade, and we're going to slip right underneath of it. And you want to put the razor blade into the little groove that comes down through here. And then it's just a matter of twisting up. And at that point there, we'll take it out of here. You have a perfectly clean 90-degree bend on that. Now, it gets a little bit trickier on some of this stuff, because these 2 triangle pieces that you see here on the side of this piece, they also bend up toward where they fit over the fuel tank. They're actually curved. Those pieces will bend up also. So it's not too bad on the first one. A lot of times on the second one it can be a little bit more difficult. So here's what I do. I pick out the finger that basically matches what I'm trying to bend the best, which in this case is this one over here. So same procedure. We're just going to sit it in there, lined up on our bend lines. Now when you're doing something over here on the side, you need to tighten down these the little silver thumb screws to hold that down over there. Same procedure. I've got it in there lined up now. I'm just going to slide the razor blade Well, I'm going to try to slide the razor blade. There we go. Slide the razor blade underneath of it, all the way into the groove. And let me adjust this just a little bit. I'm a little bit off here. You want to make sure that the edge of your piece can clear the finger. These things do take a little bit of practice to get right. But like I say, once you use it, you will realize just how handy of a tool this is. I've almost got it lined up here. There we go. Now we've got it in there. I'm going to pinch that down, and I'm just going to slide the razor blade underneath of it. And we're going to go ahead and bring that up to bend that to 90 degrees, just like that. Loosen up your thumb screws. And now what you have is the back bent at 90 degrees. And let me see if I can hold it up here and see if you can get a view of it. And the one side bent at 90 degrees. There we go. Get the camera to focus in. And, you know, after you get this bent, you can go in with your hands and kind of work some of this stuff a little bit to, you know, get the joints and stuff to line up real good. This tutorial is just going to be on the bending of the material. And on the next one, you basically want to come in. Now this you're going to do backward because you'll use that same finger that we just used. You want to slide it into your cut line, or actually your what they call the bend line. And let me get it lined up here again. This can be a little tedious, so just take your time when you're doing this. Once you get it lined up and get it where it needs to be, it works great. Same thing, just slide the razor blade underneath of it. And bend it up to 90 degrees. Take it back out. And now we have a step. Let me get the tweezers here so I can hold this and get my fingers out of the way so you can see it. And that's what the etchmate photo etch tool will do. I don't understand why this thing won't focus here today, but that's what we have. And that took a flat piece of photo etch and it bent it very cleanly. Like I say, then you just go back and like on this, in this case, you take a little drop of super glue and add in here so that the sides and the back would touch together and form a nice 90-degree angle there. But that is the etchmate from Mission Models. Like I say, very handy tool to have. Highly recommend it to anybody that's going to do photo etch. So hopefully that gives you an idea of another tool I use here in the shop and that I build my models with. And if you have any questions or concerns on it, just leave me a message on the video. And like always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.